That ain't good. That's why it's leaking. Welcome back to the channel. I hope everybody is doing okay. In today's video, I've got a job I filmed the other week. Me and Adrian were on our way to a commercial heating system and I got a phone call saying, can I pop and have a look at this one first? It's got no heating or hot water. And yeah, when I got there, I was pretty shocked at the state of the system, to be honest with you. But we got it all sorted, which is the main thing. To be honest, I was pleased I got Aidan with me because it was one of them tricky little awkward jobs. And Aidan's a great lad. He's really good on commercial heating systems. But he's a really good all-rounder, to be fair. He knows a lot more stuff than I do, to be honest. So yeah, he's a great asset to the company. He's been with us about 12 weeks. So yeah, it's just taken a lot of the pressure off me and it's allowed me to, I've been out pricing today. I've not filmed anything in a few weeks, to be honest with you. I've just been that busy. But yeah, hopefully you enjoy this episode. Let me know what you think of it. And yeah, I've tried to keep as much of the footage in as I can, so you sort of get to see the whole job. So yeah, let me know what you think and we'll catch you all on the job. Just been called to this job. It's a warm flow. I'm not a big fan of these. What happens on these is that hose gets blocked where it connects onto the system. I'm not saying that's what the problem is, but the first thing I've noticed, well, the boiler's not coming on and we've got 0 bar pressure in it. We'll check that expansion vessel. I've had time and time again where this hose gets blocked and where it connects on, and the fill, to be fair, the fill loop's not connected. Where does the fill loop go on this one? Looks like that's had a new bit on there and there. So we can try topping it up, but it makes you wonder why the pressure's gone. We'll pop a little bit of pressure in it. What's leaking? It sounds like it's filling up, to be fair. I've had it before where they've blocked on here.
The one around the back, that will look.
It sounds like something's peeing out here. That PRV is bone dry.
Got 0.5 of a bar.
Yeah. It might have just been that AAV, you know, making a bit of a funny noise. We will connect that back in. What's it gone back down to 0.5?
Yeah.
I put it on just over 1. I wonder if it's just completely empty. We need to check that expansion vessel, but the PRV is not discharged, or doesn't appear to have discharged. That slave tank sounds like it's completely empty though, if that AAV's hitting. That's weird. I wonder what's emptied that. Because all that does, what it does is it heats this slave tank up first, and this is what passes through the plate heat exchanger, because an oil boiler can't fire up as quickly as a gas boiler, so you have to store a little bit of heated water. I mean, I've had it before where them slave tanks have corroded. I mean, warm flows are prone to leak as well. You don't think it's leaking inside the boiler, do we? Shouldn't be though, should it?
That's what I was just thinking.
Inside the combustion chamber. I mean, I can take the burner out and have a look. Shouldn't be though if it's...
It sounds like there's water in there.
One quick way to find out is just disconnect this hose on there. I've had it before where the combustion chamber split and then you get water out there. And there's no obvious signs there. I mean, I can take that burner out and have a look inside. But I wouldn't, I mean, I'm not saying it hasn't gone. It just seems to be taking a lot of water. It's gone back down again now. That expansion vessel is light as a feather, so I'm not saying it's not charged, but normally when they're full, they're really, really heavy. But you can literally pick that up with one finger. The boiler's not wet inside. It must just be filling that slave tank up then, but I can't understand how it's emptied that. The only way that would be empty is normally if you drain them down.
There's no water on the floor anywhere, is there?
No, that's what I'm just looking at. It sounds to be filling it though, doesn't it? It's not leaking inside. The boiler actually looks really, really clean. Looks really clean.
Connection at the back of the boiler is...
Well, that's what I'm just wondering, but you'd think it'd be coming out the side, wouldn't you? So it's not long since it's been serviced. I mean, the expansion vessel seems okay.
It's just dead mouse down there.
Dead mouse. We don't want no Mickey Mouse jobs on this company.
Could be Minnie Mouse.
Could be Minnie Mouse, actually, yeah. The only other thing could be... No, it's not going to be the plate, is it? Plate, because it'd be going the other way, wouldn't it? It'd be filling up. Yeah, PRV. Should we disconnect it again? Well, it's not even connected. I'm not even tightening it back up. It is wet. It's not coming out the pipe though, is it? It's definitely passing, but Not to the extent where it's dropping it that quick though. Yeah, we're just going to keep filling this up. I mean, they do hold, I can't remember, do they hold, is it 60 litres in there? But I don't know why it would be empty. I mean, it needs a new PRV on it anyway. But that's not losing it to that extent. Yeah, but it shouldn't be dropping that quick though, should it, on this? Because it
sounds like staying out a fair amount of air, doesn't it?
Well, but it's not like peeing out, is it? It is passing. You just keep putting it back up. The problem is, I ain't got one of them PRVs, I don't think, 'cause it's got the one with the hose that goes in the back of it. I might have one. 50-50. This is only feeding 3 radiators. We're just wondering if there's a leak on the system, but the pipework is in the walls and then runs round. So it does hot water. And then there's a couple of radiators through there and a couple of radiators in there, but we can't see anything leaking. The web looks a bit corroded, but... So there's these radiators in here, and then there's 2 radiators through there. This is like an annex, but that's locked through there, so we just need to get in there, just in case anything's leaking. We've checked all the obvious. But it is weird. That pressure's gone again, you see. It's just not holding anything. There must be a leak on the system. You can hear it, you can hear it. So I've just managed to get in this room here, and there's a 15mm speed fit pipe. Well, that was just on there, but there's all water on the floor in here. So I'm guessing something's leaking in here. The pipework's the boiler's just on the other side. This is the room we couldn't get in. Aidan's just gone around to put a bit of water in. I can't see anything, mate. It looks like it's been repiped then, doesn't it? You can definitely hear something. It's black heating water. Where's it coming from? Which one's the heating pipes?
Put it on new boot.
You got it on your new boot? Oh. That's on a T. I bet it's in the wall, mate. I bet it's leaking on that T in the wall. That's going to be fun. It's peeing out there, I think. Yeah, I think it's coming out the wall, mate, on that T.
See where it is.
Brilliant. Who does that? What is that? Polypipe T in it. That's going to be fun to fix.
I put it just over one bar.
I can hear it, but I can't see it, mate.
Really?
Yeah. Aidan's just removing that panel because that's where the pipework goes through. We can't really see until we get this off. That Hep T is just on the other side. I think it's probably leaking on that Hep T. But if we've got access this side, it'd be better, wouldn't it, as well? Can you see any water?
No.
No. Bone dry.
Oh, my shocking. Bone dry.
So is that where it's obviously, is that the speed fit one, the Hep one?
There, yeah, Hep pipe.
There's, I bet that's our heating one, is it? That's leaking on that Hep T. If it's on past the other side, it might just pull through a little bit. And then we could always convert it back to copper.
No, have a look at the corner, Tom.
What, here?
That corner, that bottom corner.
Down here?
Where that elbow is, there's a hole.
Okay, I'm seeing it.
Look at all the black stuff is running out of it.
Do you reckon that's where it's coming from?
Is it wet there?
It is wet, yeah.
You've got all that black stuff running up in the corner. So I don't think you'd get from the T, would you?
I mean, there is a pipe there, but it's not even capped off there, that pipe. It's just like flattened over the end. Do you reckon it is leaking on that? They flattened it over the end. I never looked at that before. Do you reckon it's worth putting a little bit more in and see if it comes out that end? Because it's like you say, it's coming down there, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I'll go to put the pressure on that side.
Go pop a little bit in it, mate, and we'll see what happens. Aidan's just gone around to pop a little bit more in it, but there is a pipe it's just been flattened over on the end. Is it leaking? On that? Well, it's not even flattened over on the end. It's just an open pipe. Is it on that hip? I think it's on that hip elbow. Somebody's got PTFE in there as well, looking at it. Do you reckon somebody's repiped this recently? Because that black stuff there looks like it's just come out, doesn't it?
Anything?
It's not coming out that one. That one that's open. I don't think it is, unless it's leaking in the wall. But it looks like there's black stuff been coming out there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It looks like there's PTFE on that hep fitting. It's definitely wet in there, mate. I think it's leaking on this.
It's just running down.
Yeah, I think it's just running down. I think it's leaking on that. I think we'll just cut it here. Cut it here. Bring copper through, and then we'll press it all back up. I'll just slam the hose on there quickly. It's still running a bit. I think it's basically empty. I think it's just what's in the pipe, innit?
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut it off here, mate. In for a penny, in for a pound. Your cut is a lot better than mine, though. I have noticed that. In for a penny, in for a pound. Just a bit in it. Right, mate. I can go get it in there. Is that on?
You pulled that out?
No, I've just snapped it. I might have to cut it off on the other side. I don't know if it's on that plastic one or not. Well, if it wasn't leaking on that before, it will do now, I can tell you. Or push it. I think it must be that plastic one on the other side, but I'm not sure.
Plastic pipe though, mine aren't here.
Yeah, mine's. I bought it in the yellow bucket, or it's on the press gun box. I'll see if I can pull it out, mate. I bet you that's been leaking on the back of that T. See, it's gone black. I bet you it's been running down there a while. What we'll do is we'll just poke copper through the wall, make sure it sleeves, and then just join it back onto the plastic the other side. There's a big hole. There's another pipe there. I don't know what's gone on here. It looks like it's been repiped a few times. There's a bit of metal or something in there. I don't know what it is. It's the old pipe. All sorts in there. Hopefully that's the awkward bit done. Get all these pipes cleaned up really well. Well, we can press a lot of this up out of position anyway. Technically you should mark them.
Mark on the pipe as well.
Yeah, you should. It's just for insurance purposes, but to be honest with you, if you've got a leak, your insurance ain't paying out anyway. Yeah. Let me just press it out of position though, can it? Right, I can press that on there though, can't I?
Yeah.
Like you say, you don't want to work yourself into a corner. Like I normally do.
Your guide, Tom.
That's the Bender's Guide to the Galaxy, that one.
What's on spinning?
Must be somewhere there. This is always happens with press, doesn't it? You always end up working into a corner. I managed to get that in there. I've just got this one here to join up. Can always make a new section to there if that's a touch short, but that was the awkward bit, just no movement. I could have done with a slick really, but just managed to bend it out a little bit to get it in. It doesn't look too bad. I don't know if I've got a slip. I'll have to have a look in the van. I do have some, might have some repair couplers. Can always disconnect. This one's not too bad because I can disconnect it there. If I've got a slip repair coupler, that'd be perfect, wouldn't it? It's a bit longer. I've disconnected it on there. I think we'll just be able to get enough movement on that little bit. Yeah, that's in. That's fully in.
That's where you want to be.
That's pressed. It's not quite in this clip here though, but I think it will go. It will go in a minute. Bit of paste on there.
Do you want to push that radiator towards
I think it's
you?
nearly gone actually. I just need a spanner. Because I can't use grips on chrome. What you say, it wouldn't normally bother you.
Oh yeah. Because you're filming it, so.
So it might not even be leaking on that bit before, but I think it is, isn't it? So many bits of pipe being cut off in here.
Best place to start, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. See how tight it is down there, it's ridiculous. What Aidan's going to try and do is get that socket onto that copper pipe we've just put through, and it's not going to be easy for him. Well, that's why he's here. It's a good job he was here today actually. You'd have struggled a bit on your own, wouldn't you, down there? Main back.
You can't get your arm in.
No, you can't get anything in. When that water main pops off, there was it might be on. It's just, it is tight on that. It might be on. Should we put a bit of pressure in and see? There's no pouring out this side now, which is always a good sign. Aidan's just popping a bit of water in. Hopefully that holds pressure. I'd have liked to have physically seen where it was leaking, but I'm sure it must have been on the back of that tee. We'll clip back in anyway, and yeah, nice little one sorted that. We just got to have a bit of a tidy up. It's making a weird gurgling noise again, isn't it? To be fair, we might have lost a bit out of the system this time, so it might just be either that we've got another leak. I still think we've got a leak. Oh no! What is that? Where is it leaking from? What is going on today? Still not holding pressure. Is it leaking in the wall then? See, it's weird because we've got bits of pipe like cut off in the wall everywhere here. I still think there's something leaking on this. Can't be that though. I mean that. It's still coming out the wall, look. It's still running in the wall. It's peeing out in the wall. That's not on my press fitting. I pressed that one up out of position. No, my press fitting's dry. It's peeing out the wall. Don't know if the camera picks it up. It's peeing out the wall. It must be on that heating pipe there then. It must be leaking where it passes through the wall. You can see what you see, but it's coming out on top of that. It's like leaking in here somewhere in this wall, in this section here. Is it stud? It's a stud wall, isn't it?
I think so. It sounds like it.
I mean, we're not going to get to it from the other side because that unit's in the way. The only thing we can do is cut an hole in it. But there's bits of old pipe being cut off everywhere, isn't there? I mean, I wouldn't have thought it'd be leaking on the brick. It's not even touching brickwork or anything like that, is it? Where that other pipe is. I wonder if they've hit it as they've drilled through or something.
Couldn't they?
I mean, the pipe. I don't even know how we're going to join it there because the pipe's that tight on the other side. You've got literally they come through on top of each other on the other side. So the pipes have all gone like that. There's that cold in that hot, that cold, and they come through on top. Yeah, that's why it's leaking. It's above that other one, isn't it?
Yep.
Jesus. We wouldn't have seen that though until you cut the wall open. So I don't think we've done anything wrong on this one. It's just one of them things, isn't it? I'll get a picture of that.
Yeah, let me just cut this.
Can't believe it. You'd have never have thought that though, would you? You'd have just assumed it was leaking on that one in the wall, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
It's not even connected. That's never been connected. It can't have been because they don't come apart, them head fittings. I didn't realise there was another T above there, which you wouldn't have done really, would you? It's not even pushed in. No wonder it was leaking. The one we fixed is just there, and then that's just... It's not even connected, is it? Brilliant. I've managed to get that off there. What I'm thinking, we might just use a compression tee in here because we've got literally no space to work. I think that bottom one, which goes across, I would say that's been repiped before. So they've obviously had whoever put it in. I mean, that pipe's not even long enough to reach the other tee, so it was never in, if that makes sense. I've never used an insert in there, but yeah, I think we're just going to use a compression tee. There is one, yeah, there is. Okay. See, there's the black inserts, aren't there, as well? I don't know if they should have been the silver ones, but I don't know, it's just weird, isn't it, how they've done it. I don't think we're the first to have a go at this, but we'll get a compression tee on there and then we'll just extend that pipe and we'll get it filled back up. I mean, they've flagged it where it goes through the wall. It looks reasonable, that bit, but I mean, people will criticise me for using a compression joint in there, but everything's jet blued up. We're probably going to leave this open anyway. Oops. And I just can't get anything else in. So you can more than likely hate on me, but you know, plumbing's never easy.
Feels easy, everyone will be doing it.
Yeah, this is the thing, like the majority of our work, we're just fixing what other people have done wrong. It's clearly never been, I think it's been an issue from the day one. So the thing is, I've got no room to my left hand side, like my elbow's hitting the sink unit. So it's like, what are you supposed to do? I have to get a jaw dropper in there to get that tightened up. I don't like going plastic into compression though.
Maybe not much choice there.
No, it's like short though, isn't it? It's like almost. I don't know whether to cut it back there and then put a speed fit socket on.
Try going above, Tom.
Right in there. It's nearly tight, you know. Just can't get the rotation on it in the right place. It's tight anyway. Put that back together. Aidan's just gone around to get some pressure in it. We'll have to get some inhibitor on that in this system as well, because I shouldn't think he's got any in now. I just don't understand how that's come apart and how that's not been leaking. I mean, there may be a secondary issue with the boiler. I just know it's got no pressure, but I just don't get that. So this seems to be filling up okay now. I mean, it may not, as I was just saying to Aidan, this may not even run. There's the pressure switch on these. They're down here on these, aren't they? The boiler's lit anyway, which is a good sign. So that will start to heat the slave tank up, and then it will move across to the radiators. I wonder, the more I look at this now, that's had a pressure gauge put on there, isn't it? I mean, it's reading different to the one that's on the boiler. But I wonder if the valve is heating off to see if it was dropping on the pressure on the boiler or the system.
Is that one holding, Tom?
I mean, it's on about 0.4 of a bar. Bah.
Well, this one's on 1 bar.
Yeah, I know. Some of these warm flow pressure gauges are rubbish. The boiler's struck up though, isn't it? So it's obviously satisfied it. You need to make sure that gets connected back in. I don't think it was connected properly to start with, but it needs a new safety valve on it because that is leaking. I'll have to order one of them because I've not got one in the van. So the pressure probably will drop again. I'll make sure that gets put back in there properly. But the boiler is running, which is good. I don't know what the crack is with this. As I say, I really don't know. Back up at 1 bar. So this is heating this up. So this will heat the slave tank. Then it will move the diverter across and it will go across the heating. So I might put some inhibitor in when we come back and do that 3 bar on there. That ain't good. She's boiling. I wonder if the pump's stuck in it. That's what I say, I knew there'd be a secondary issue with this. It's going to be pumping it. She's a boiling. Pump stuck, I think. Right, the pump was stuck in it, so I've had my little screwdriver in it, I've just rotated it round and it's come on, and the boiler's, well, it may be gone to overheat now, or is it up to temperature? It's maybe up to temperature on the slave tank. The heating's all come back on now, which is brilliant, everything's getting hot. I just have to send somebody to patch that wall up down there, or unless we can do it, but I ain't got time to do it today. We seem to be getting some hot water through as well, which is good. But yeah, what an awkward little job that turned into. Right, that's got that job all sorted. It turned into a little bit of a mission, that one. It's just one of them things, you never quite know what you're going to find on them jobs. But the boiler's all working. I still need to order a pressure relief for it. But yeah, the customer was happy, which is the main thing. We had a good tidy up in there. I just can't believe that hadn't been leaking since the day it was put in. But it just goes to show, doesn't it, how things hold pressure, and maybe when we topped it up a little bit, I've no idea, but it was definitely going to cause an issue at some point, wasn't it? So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you all next time.